What's going on, y'all? Yeah, the title of this video, which I don't make many of them, starting to get my speed up on it. It's gonna be Whoopi Goldberg versus The View. Whoopi Goldberg versus The View. Recently, she got suspended from The View because they claim that she made anti-Semitic comments against the Jews. I don't see where, I'm still trying to get educated on where she was anti-Semitic or what negative she said about the Jews. I'm still trying to understand why she got suspended and why so many people are calling for her to be suspended and penalized. Kind of reminds me of this guy, Nickelodeon, Nick Cannon. When Nick Cannon was talking about the Jews or the Jays, and every time you bring their name up, for some reason, you couldn't find anything in this conversation where it was like, okay, well, what exactly did he say that wasn't true? Like, what did he say wrong? How was he anti-Semitic? Like, why is it that's such a sensitive topic? I don't necessarily see people losing their careers and getting suspended when they talk about the African slave trade or what happened to the Native Americans or any kind of mass murders, the Tulsa, Oklahoma, or Rwanda, man genocide with the Africans. You don't necessarily hear. You know what I'm saying? That people are losing careers, and there have been worse events in the world. And not to God bless the Jews and the Jewish, because we the real Jews. God bless the Jewish and what they suffered. And I'm sorry that they had to go through what they went through. I'm not trying to make light of that at all. But at the same time, there have been other travesties in the world that have taken place where more people have died. Now, we understand that the Jewish are in control of hip-hop. They're in control of the media. They're in control of the entertainment industry. Some would even say they are in control of the world. Some would even say they are the arm of white supremacy, that when you talk about white supremacy, you talk about Jews, because as soon as you say anything negative about them, your career is shut down. That's power. That's what I call power. That's the definition of power. The definition of power and racism is that I could change your life. You say something against me that I don't like, whether it's right or wrong, I can make it right or wrong, and regardless, you ain't got a job no more. That's what white supremacy is. White supremacy and racism is the fact that is you can see the picture of it through the fact that you are touched. Your life is changed by these people because I got the power. They got the power. It is what it is. They got the power, and I'm not hating on them for it. You know what I'm saying? The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. I'm just saying, I don't necessarily agree with Whoopi Goldberg all the time. I am not a Whoopi Goldberg supporter. I'm not a View supporter. I don't even watch The View. But I've just noticed that it's been the same narrative when it comes to this anti-Semitic. That word anti-Semitic, people throw that word anti-Semitic around and really don't know what anti-Semitic is. If you look up the definition of anti-Semitic, that means you're against the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're against the Hebrews. You understand? That's anti-Semitic. The anti-Semitic is being against the original people of that land. If you look up the definition of it, it will show you. And just being honest, the Jewish people that are there now are not the original people of that land. They are what we call converts. They have converted to the religion. That's why you have Jewish and then you got Jews. The Jews are the original people of that land that are bloodline relative to the tribe of Judah. That's why you get Jews. You get Jews from Judah. That's why when she said, you take a class, this is going to educate some of y'all. That's why when she said Jews is not a race, she was 100% correct. Being a Jew is not a race. Being a Jew, being Jewish or being a Jew is a tribe. That's why when you look in the Bible, it says the tribe of Judah. See, so I know I don't look as smart as your little professors or who you see on TV. But I could teach y'all a couple things, man. And that's one thing that you need to understand. It don't matter what they say, no matter what they do. A true Jew is from the tribe, the bloodline, the lineage, the loins of Judah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Understand that. Understand that if you're not a blood relative of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are not a true Jew. If you are not of his descendants, you are not a true Jew. He had 12 sons. Those 12 sons broke off into 12 tribes. Judah is one of those tribes. Benjamin is one of those tribes. Levi is one of those tribes. On and on and on. Ephraim is one of those tribes. Judah is not the only tribe of Judah. I mean, Judah is not the only tribe of Israel. There's 12 of them. So we're scattered all over the world. You got to understand this. You got a lot of people that are Spanish and moving around and they speak in these different languages and they are the tribe of Judah. They are not the original people. I'm not even the original people. We're not even the original people of this land. They try to say that we the original people of this land. We're not the original people of this land, man. Knock it off. I mean, the Atlantic slave trade was real. You can't. There's no way that you can look at the damage that has happened to the so-called African American in this country and tell me or convince anybody that the Willie Lynch letter is not real. That's a reality, man. You don't even have to believe in the Willie Lynch letter to read out the Willie Lynch letter and see that everything that was done to the slaves in this country are still doing it right now, aka black people are still living like slaves in this country, hating their own, propping up other nations. Nobody does that. Nobody hates their own and prop up other nations. That's taught. Self-hatred is taught. You got to be taught to hate yourself that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like black people have a obsession with the hatred that they have for themselves. All you got to do is look. It's like they're obsessed with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he stepped on my sneaker, I'm gonna shoot him. You know what he said in the song? Watch when I see him. Like, it's an obsession. You know what I'm saying? But then let somebody of another race do the same thing, automatically they get a pass for some reason. AKA Zimmerman. You know, he was neighborhood watch or something, wasn't even really a police officer. The police officer told him to stand down. He went and approached the young boy, Trayvon Martin, and Trayvon Martin winds up dead because Trayvon Martin's defending himself. That's one of the many stories that line up with that. But I digress. Let's get back to the Whoopi Goldberg situation. Again, I am not a fan of Whoopi Goldberg. I'm not a fan of a lot of her views. You understand? And a lot of their views. But on this one, I feel like she was done an injustice. I feel like she should have never been fired from stating her opinion. You may not have agreed with her opinion, but what did she really say that was offensive and that was wrong? Did she say they deserved to burn? All she said was that it wasn't that they were not a race, but that actually you had one race, almost like how black people kill black people. A lot of times, that's what she was saying. That was in-house. That's like, y'all the same people. Even though you try to separate it, but y'all kind of the same people. Y'all might be different tribes. You might got, oh, we Polish, oh, we this, oh, we that, oh, we Russian, oh, we, yeah, but you the same tribe of people. Like, even if you look up the three races that they say on the earth, they say there's only three. The Mongoloid, the Caucasoid, and there's one more. And the Caucasian, and the Mongoloid, the Caucasoid, and the Negroid. A lot of these races that you see in this world come from one of those races or a blend thereof. You looking at the Chinese, you looking at the Native Americans, you looking at the Spanish, you looking at, yeah, but they're blended people. When you separate what a race is, you got to go under Mongoloid, that's the Asians, Negroid, that's the dark-skinned people of the world, or the Caucasoid, those are the Caucasians of the earth. Those are 3 different races. There's only 3 different races in the world. Everybody else is a blend of those people. Name another race that don't come from those people. Name a race that does not come from those people. So again, there goes another class. A lot of us are not self-educated, man. A lot of us are educated by what the system, westernized indoctrination, teaches us. But at the end of the day, how much do we know about self? A lot of us don't know about self. A lot of us have master degrees and everything else, but we don't know about self. What's the point of having a master degree and everything else, and a doctrine and everything else, but you don't have knowledge of self, knowledge of who you are? What she said was 100% correct. You had 2 tribes going against each other. You could, just because you declare something a race or different doesn't necessarily make it that it is. Race is not even, you can't even look at a race and say, well, that one has blue eyes and that one has brown hair. Man, if you're talking like that, you got black people that got blue eyes and brown hair. That doesn't make them a different race because they have blue eyes and brown hair. Or different skin color doesn't change the race. You black, you black. Are you a brother, you a brother. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's in your bloodline. That's bloodline. So anyway, again, I challenge anybody to really explain what exactly she said that was wrong. She said that it was humans being bad to other human beings. It was human beings being bad to human beings, not in those exact words, but along the lines of humanity treating humanity bad. That wasn't racial. It wasn't. If anything, it was tribal. It was tribal. See, get the word right, tribal. It was about bloodline. It was about the Germans saying, or Hitler saying, they're not of our bloodline and they are a problem. Now, we want to separate them from us because we believe they are a problem to us and they're causing us our problems. And he started blaming them. Somehow, something like how they do black people in America. Like, it don't matter what's going on. They try to make us the face of it. We walking around with the least power in this country, but we are the face of rape. We are the face of crime. We're only 12%. If that, we're only 12% of America. So you can't be, and a lot of that percent is in jail. So you can't be the leader of all these things, and then you got 88% of other races in the United States, but we are the face of it. And they're trying to make us the face of it with the Bill Cosby thing, with the R. Kelly, with the Michael Jackson. Again, am I giving them a pass and saying they did nothing wrong? Correction, they didn't. They didn't do what they said was wrong. You get what I'm saying? They've done things wrong, but don't get it twisted. Everything that they done, a lot of it was lies that they said. The things they did wrong, they already knew about that from day one. It's proven that Michael Jackson wasn't a child molester, but people still walk around and call him a child molester. I can even prove the fact that R. Kelly, these people was bringing their wife, their daughters to this man and taking payoffs. Talking about they were in slave camp. Knock it off. Really? They were in slave camps in America under R. Kelly? See how they try to dramatize the wrong. Even if it's wrong and they put it's a black face on it, they dramatize the wrong. They blow it up. But they ain't gonna talk about Epstein. They're not gonna really talk about all that he's connected to, or Weinstein, or they're not gonna harp on that. But black people love to harp on the destruction of our people. And I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. It's slavery. It's a slavery mentality. Still enslaved our people. But anyway, like I said, like, subscribe to the channel so I can bring y'all more content. And at the same time, I challenge you to leave a comment on the bottom of the video. If you feel like Whoopi Goldberg did something wrong, let me know. Maybe the only thing that she did wrong was she better know her place. Sometimes that's all it takes to you better not make master mad. Sometimes sometimes you better know your place, and they gonna whip you every time. Like, hey, dude, we gave you your power. All right, Nick Cannon, bang, you losing wild now. What you mean, Whoopi? You think you somebody? Oh, you thought you was gonna be on TV all these years, and you got some type of power? Bang, we gonna hit you with the 2-week suspension. She got 2-week suspension. That's how you know she ain't really say nothing wrong. The whole thing is that you shouldn't have even, what they trying to tell Whoopi is you shouldn't even have opened your mouth concerning Jew. You shouldn't have came out your mouth. Holocaust definitely shouldn't have came out your mouth. We trying to teach nothing about us. They were checking her. That was a check. That wasn't that she did something wrong. They were checking her. She got checked. And a lot of you who support her, I'm ashamed of you, because here go my Kevin Samuel hand. Every time he about to check somebody, he always put his hands like this. So when you see my hand go like that, that's the Kevin Samuel's hand. You say that you support her, you defend her, and you stand with her, but then you jump off the boat as soon as the fire hit, and you don't even question it. You don't even question whether or not what she said was right or wrong, but you were with her all the while, and then you jumped off the boat as soon as the fire touched down or the water got on there. You jumped off the boat. You jumped out the window. And I got a problem with that. I got a problem with people who act like they down with you, and then as soon as, man, I'll tell you who I am. I stand with the truth, man. Wherever the truth is, that's where I'm standing, because I believe where the truth is, God is. So if you want to know what position I take in life, I take the position of truth. That's my position. So if I feel that you are being truthful, or if I feel that there's some validity to what you're saying, I'm going to stand with you. I'm going to stand with you. And you could be the worst person in the world, bro. Because at the end of the day, nobody owns truth. Nobody owns truth. You get what I'm saying? Nobody owns righteousness. If the fact of the matter is, we all have done wrong. We've all lied. We've all sinned. So, but the thing is, I have dedicated my life to standing on the truth. I've dedicated my life to being a righteous person. So if you are righteous, or if you are in the right, I'm going to stand with you. And I ain't going to move. They're going to be like, oh man, but you couldn't stand this person. And I'll be like, yeah, I couldn't stand a lot of their positions, but I don't have nothing personal against the individual. When I look at people, I see topics. If you talk about feminism, then I'm going to be against a lot of what they saying. If you talking about child molestation, I would definitely be against everything they saying. So it just depends on what we talking about. It is what it is. So this video went a little longer. I'll try to give y'all a little bit more, because I noticed that y'all don't like short videos. So I'll give you a little bit more. You know, I'm testing the waters, see how that pans out. And I don't necessarily like to hear the sound of my voice too much, or just harping and saying stuff that and no substance to it. So do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, so maybe a lot more honest content. And this might be the beginning of the What the Word. You know, I wanted to name the YouTube my YouTube channel What the Word Say, because I come out of the biblical, from a biblical standpoint a lot. So yeah, I might name it What the Word Say. What does the Word say? Because that's pretty much what I'm standing on. So do me a favor. Again, I said it for the third time. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Not really trying to get paid off of it, but I think that the truth, honest truth, needs to be perpetuated through society. And I think a lot of channels like this need to be spread and shared, so people can see the different point of views. Like, why are we being discriminated against just because we have a difference of opinion? Brother, you can have a difference of opinion. That don't mean I got to necessarily hate you. I don't have to necessarily want to see you dead. I don't have to necessarily be on the other side of everything that you do because I don't agree with certain things that, listen, I don't care who you are. You don't agree with somebody somewhere. And we got to start connecting where we are. I don't believe in no whole new world order, but connection. But I do believe in the connection of like minds. If we got like minds and we believe in like matters, we need to connect and build from that standpoint. I want to build from the vibration and energy of light. So let's do that. Peace and hair grease. B.O.L.O bringing other legends out. Peace.